And it's such a superpower to just be okay with boredom. Say if right now you don't have anything going on in your life, it's okay. Like, I mean, it's normal to just fill it with a bunch of junk. Just, you'll just watch a bunch of content, bunch of movies, TV shows, just, binge eat whatever. I personally have this really bad habit where I just, if I just have time to kill, if I'm done with my screen time, I'll just go out and smoke cigarettes, which by the way is something I'm trying to cut on. But like, just not wanting to always be doing something is in itself such a blessing. Like, if you could just, just sit and not have to do anything, and just sit, and you're almost in a way rewiring your baseline of dopamine or whatever chemicals go around in your brain in such sort of situations. Like, I mean, that in itself is such, or it can be a boon. So when you're bored, your mind will wander, and let it wander is what I'm trying to say. Because you don't know, like, in your subconscious, you might have so many unexpressed desires, unexpressed emotions. And if you can just let them surface, if you can just let them come up and interact with them, and acknowledge them, it can be such a healing thing. you know you never know, like right now, even if in your immediate circumstance, if it's not very apparent that you are set to do like really wonderful things with your life, you just might actually be in in a very good situation where you could do all those things. You could just make so much out of your life. You just don't know it yet, because you are not letting the potential speak to you, because you're just so always trying to avoid everything. You almost like having blinders on, and just keeping your head down and just going, and like you're not even letting the life show you what it will let you do with it, in a way. So it's almost like if you can just be, and let whatever's inside you come up to the surface, you might be surprised on just what you can do with all this potential that you have in your life. And it's right now, I mean, of course, like, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this is some grand conspiracy, but the way life is structured right now, you you almost never have the spare time to just be. You almost get so tired by the end of job, school, college, whatever it is, being a parent. Like, I'm not saying this is some sort of grand conspiracy, it is just the way it is. Like, just having idle time in itself is such a luxury. Like, having idle time to just think and ponder, and in a way, like, just position yourself out. So if you just like really dial in the sort of direction you want to go in over the long term, it's it makes such a massive difference. Even if it's a degree to the left or right, over the long run, the sort of direction you lead on is going to be so massively different. So just to be able to zero in on one particular thing, by 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 the virtue of having idle time, and just letting your subconscious bubble up to the surface. Now, I'd say just let yourself do that right now. I mean, I know for a fact that there are so many people who that they're just not up to anything. Like, there's also some sort of phrase for it. I forget what it is. Not in education, training, NEET, I think is what they call it. Not in education, employment, or training. Yeah, NEET, NEET, NEET. So, I mean, I know there's just so many needs right now, who are not up to anything much, and it's almost like they've given up on life. They're like they almost feel doomed, and just resort to playing games and such. And if it's just entertainment, that's good, but if you're making it as a coping strategy, I think that is where it can be really destructive. So I hope you're not letting it be like that. If you categorize as neat, I hope that you're not falling in all these traps where you're just letting life pass by you. Just recount your blessings, just count your blessings, just let the potential do its job, and work with it, work with life, work with the flow of life, and let it take you to the best sort of ideal situation it can take you to. All you ever have to do in life is just play the best to your ability. Just play, maximize whatever you can based on what cards you have. You don't have to play the best game in absolute, like in an absolute sense. All you have to ever do is just maximize the sort of game you can play with the cards that you have, that you were dealt, and that's it. So it's good. Just enjoy the boredom, embrace it almost, and let whatever's inside you come to the surface. Don't have any sort of limiting beliefs, and once you're dialed in, once you're zeroed in on the sort of ideal situation you'd like to be in, start walking towards it. You don't have to know the entire path on how to get there. Just taking the first step is good enough. Just the smallest little like the lowest hanging fruit is good enough. Just 5 push-ups is good enough. A 10-minute walk is good enough. Making the first YouTube video is good enough. Like just whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, even if you don't know right now how you're gonna get there, just try taking one step at a time, one day at a time. That is really the best you can ever do. Just have this vision at the back of your head, and always try to imagine that how it would feel when you are at the end of it. And once you do that, I feel you in a way restructure your life to make it a reality. So let life respond to you in that sense, and you'd be golden. It'd be pure magic, man. So let it happen, okay? That's what's up with this one, I guess. I don't have much else to say right now. But hey, I really hope that you subscribe to this stuff, and if you're liking it, just keep watching it, and let me know if there's anything in particular that crosses your mind. I'd like to know what it is, and if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to talk about, please let me know, okay? But yeah, that's what's up with this one, I guess. Peace out, and see you in the next one. I don't know when that is going to be, but soon enough.